I'm about to do energy reading on the masculine energy from the first season. So that would have been the Emperor energy that the mature woman has moved on from, that the cycle had ended with, why the death card came out within that last reading. Haven't even uploaded it yet, so I don't know which will come out before. But that reading would have been before this reading. So within that reading, I said I was going to come back and do review energy reading of the Emperor energy in regards to this cycle of the mature woman, if that makes sense. Too many cards, but this card came out in the pre-shuffle, it kept on coming out. So I felt an energy of, there was an ending definitely, because I can see that within the mature woman's reading, but also there's like a tower energy, just like what we just saw there. I picked that up within the energy. What I picked up within the pre-shuffle energy, it was almost like a gain in the wealth, but at a cost greater than the wealth that was received. I kept on feeling that energy within the reading, a definite energy of looking back within this separation. May even be a masculine energy with a young baby. I literally wanted to do this reading, and my door knocked and it's my turn, so it's okay. I've done my duty. He's sleeping at the minute, so if I pause. So it also says that as I was trying to shuffle one of the decks, there was a kind of energy to say, it was a similar energy to the masculine of the now reading, of this now season. There was a similar shadow side that needed to be looked on within this Emperor in this reading. Well, there's something similar. There's a mirroring around this energy. Although the Emperor in the current season had looked like they've done that work, but again there was a need to be aware of the red flags. Again, there's a need here of the red flag. There's a red flag shadow egotistical energy around when I was pre-shuffling. What else I can tell? Yeah, greed and envy and glutton kept on coming out. Hiding true self came out. There was a need, well, not even necessarily a need that I was feeling. There's a feeling that I was in for this energy. A need that he wants to follow his gut instincts in the direction of moving towards someone he thinks or feels like he can have passion with. It could be somebody where it could be a case of opposite attracts. This person, this energy here, I feel like it's trying to get their head around being in a connection with somebody. It could possibly be somebody they have a child with, but it's like an opposite attract energy. Definitely, there's an energy of Hansel and Snow White came out when I was shuffling as well, so let's see if that comes out. Also, when I was pre-shuffling, there's a reading I done prior, way before I started this season. It was something about the divine masculine having to choose the constellation prize. There's some kind of relevance within that reading to what may come up in this reading. And there's definitely, outside of love, there's definitely a plan of action that this female masculine energy is in right now, working towards something prosperous. Emperor energy, still in that Emperor energy. So let's find out more. And this card keep on wanting to come out. So I'm going to leave them out. I wanted it to be an overall energy. Bottom of the deck is a chariot. So it could be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian energy. Let's see the energy around this tower. Get the energy of with someone for the money energy, and this came up within my pre-shuffle. I'm gonna pause. Again, yeah, I was picking up the energy of somebody using somebody for their wealth. So this feels to me could be that energy, self-esteem and money. It says finances, power, generosity, abundance, confidence, self-love, self-worth and pride. I feel like whatever that situation is took a turn for the worse. I'm hearing. I feel that Gretel energy. Again, Hansel came up in the pre-shuffle, so I feel that Hansel and Gretel energy, that when the witch would have gone into the oven, into the fire, being expelled out. Or possibly this could be Hansel and Gretel leaving that tower. I don't know. Let's see what else comes out. Let's see what the tale is behind this tower. Very ointment, the sight. That's like the energy of something being illuminated. This thing. I don't know that tell, so I'm gonna keep pulling and see the energy. Let's pick up on some energy here. Second time a bee wants to show itself within this reading. It came up in the pre-shuffle and again here now at the bottom of the deck before. So it says hedgehog love, positive, uplifting, new friends. So that's that kind of death to the old and new beginnings, fearing change, fearing something that's different. That could be that opposite attract kind of energy that I was picking up on. Again, I'm going back to the energy, the other reading where I done, and it said that the emperor had to basically, he spun a web, and the web that he spun for the empress didn't work. So it was almost a case of he's now having to live the life of the web he tried to spin. This is the same kind of energy I'm getting. It's like a plan backfired and having to heal from that, which is in turn has attacked somebody's self-esteem, where I got the original feeling from when I said gaining the wealth but at a loss greater than the wealth. So it says strange companions in stranger places, challenging you in your imagination. There's a situation here that this masculine is going to move forward. He's going to move forward, but it's a situation out of his comfort zone. It's like having to start all over again from a baby and relearn, recondition. It's like whatever your ego told you that you had to accept because of X, Y, and Z. Right now, this situation is changed that perspective of how someone's seeing something, and even themselves. This card, the Chariot card, kind of gives me an energy of what someone's doing within themselves, that pausing and looking within themselves energy. Situation at work, again, that's where the money energy is coming into. I felt that strongly. Yeah, maybe the reunion. Too much. Spiritual growth. Dark love. Showed himself again. Gifts. Soulmate, money, ice cream. So we could be talking about air energy. Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I'm going to leave that card as it is. It was relevant. Feels like somebody felt like they had control over somebody in a work situation where they were gaining finances from within a union. I kind of pulled the wool over somebody's eyes. The dark male again wants to show. Show me a past energy. Somebody, this fair male tried to put, this is the mature woman. This is different there. But tried to have control over this mature woman in a union. Tried to put this mature woman in a love triangle. I don't know where I saw work, but I thought I did. Soulmate wanted to come out and do it one more. Tried to put somebody in a state of despair. Sometimes in the reverse. That's that of oppression energy. Keep someone stuck. Beauty queen. Sorry. Tell me more about this mature woman. My mature woman there. Yes, the work has come out now. Dark male also here. There's a lot that's come out here. I think this is too much. I don't want to take so much for one card. I just want to clarify. I want to keep it simple. One card for mature woman. Alright, just keep on waiting to come out. Tell me more about this room. There was no movement forward in this soulmate connection. This soulmate connection it's over. It's in the reverse. Soulmate's in the reverse. Under union. Tell me more about triangle, right? It's like someone thought they had an option. They had a choice. Or possibly someone did have a choice to make. Past life, it says in the reverse. So maybe this is the cycle that needed to be changed. This past life energy is a repetitive energy. Maybe, possibly, something more about this wallflower energy. Or at least somebody may have felt like they were in a catch-22 with two people who they thought were their soulmate, because past life There's also soulmate connection. Tell me more about this wallflower energy. Wallflower energy. Ask the energy around this feeling now. You can see that there was a lot of obstacles in this obstacles, finance, emotional, just a real low energy. Maybe that's the energy that was surrounding the connection of the spare male and the mature woman. Tell me more about this wallflower energy. Maybe that was the intention of oppression that this spare male had, the intention of within this connection, like that added burden energy. Tell me more about wallflower. Why is wallflower? Same flame again. Whatever this connection was, it felt like a true divine spirit being had concern over somebody. Maybe they was in a low place for far too long. Tell me more about fun times. It's the energy of fun times. Okay, so somebody wanted to keep somebody in a state of oppression. Mature man. Did somebody send somebody a message to somebody? Again, I picked it up in the last reading for the mature woman, or somebody sending the mature man a message, trying to break up somebody's fun times, trying to keep someone in that oppressed energy. Tell me more about this message of concern. I'm hearing she's a gold digger. Maybe this fair man's message was to this mature man in order to put obstacles in the way of that fun times of the connection starting up whenever maybe he tried to give information, false information, because there's a false person here, so he gave false information against the mature woman in order to stop, it says gift, to stop anything moving forward. Something more? That this mature man then in turn said, "That's all I need to know, thanks mate," and that was it. Connection over. But something's been illuminated. Just the courthouse in the reverse. So this is still in relation to something in court, I suppose, exposing somebody's true nature. Tell me more about this energy of courthouse. About a family room that's empty, somebody not present within a family. Tell me more. Right. This is great fortune in the return, in the reverse. Maybe it's been returned to somebody. But reverse, upright, I'm not sure. It's on the floor, but I don't know how. So it could be that was the obstacles. Obstacles here, somebody tried to put a spanner in the works for this mature woman's progress forward. Tried to keep this mature woman in the imprisonment energy, and that was a concern for somebody. Maybe to a court. With beautification here on courthouse, family room, maybe that was a concern to somebody of somebody's actions, of this fair man's actions in regards to the family room. Tell me more about this false person. oppression energy. In the hopes that something can keep a door open. Because if something wasn't starting, then you can keep somebody oppressed even more, because their attention's solely going to be on the oppression, I guess. That's the oppression up here, that control energy, that captivity energy, keeping somebody in that frozen state. That feels like that was the intentions of this fair man. What's the current state of this fair man at this time? What's the current energy? Beef in return. Tell me more about the energy here. Despair. So whatever, again, I got that energy of somebody having to live within the web that they try to spin for somebody else, and is now in the energy of despair. Unexpected income. Tell me more about this unexpected income. Maybe it's money that has to be paid back, that was stolen with this spare card. Money has to be paid back. That was the order of the courts. I feel like, you know, when you put your hammer down, final order. In the reverse, that's the final order. Somebody's having to pay back what it was that was stolen from somebody, and it was unexpected. Maybe to this fair man is why they're in this despair energy. So the tables are kind of turned here. Oh, official person also came. I didn't see when it came out, but tell me more about this official person. I feel like this official person is the one who's going to be making the final judgment on that. See, that was in the reverse. Whatever this official person says is what has to go. That's why it's in the reverse. There's no if, no, but, no, maybe about the situation. Tell me more about the lovers in this. We've got May Mel. Community. I just noticed I didn't pull any overall energy. Let's see that first. Towards this fair now. Says you are good enough, but it's in the reverse. So maybe somebody's not feeling good enough at this time, like an attack of conscious energy. Bottom of the deck, a personal issue reaches resolution. Let's see what needs to be worked on here for this fair mark. As an overall energy, what needs to still be looked into in regards to this situation. I won't cry for you. That's another overall energy. In regards to this despair situation in the courthouse, someone saying, I won't cry for you. Whether that's the fair male saying this, or whether that's another energy saying this to the fair male. I won't cry for you, 22. Bride in the cage is underneath. spirituality and religion. Maybe this is going to change the way how somebody spiritually, religiously sees something. Oh. Male and female got another book. I'll just jump back into this. Codependency, unrequited love. So it says you deserve love because this was a codependent and unrequited love.